Hey everybody, what's up? So, how's everybody been on this Thursday? Sorry, it's a little bit of an off Thursday, but today we're gonna try something. We'll see how we're gonna get through. Most of you know that today, being the 10th, they know what it is for the people that are close to the family. For everybody that's not close to the family, today is the 3 month anniversary that myself and Shannon had lost hope. So it's been a rough one today. So today we're going to start the show a little bit differently.
What is on my computer?
I don't know.
What did you get on my computer?
Snot rocket?
You better not have snot rocking my computer. I will kick your ass.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will. I'll send Freya on you.
Yeah. Imagine that.
I will send Freya on you.
So anybody that's in the chat, let us know that you're here. And we'll give a couple minutes for other people to join, and we'll see who's all going to join tonight. I'm looking at a little bit different screen than usual. Actually on Mr. Nast's part of his screen. So we will see what happens. We've got 3 people. And a Freya monster over there.
And a Luna climbing in the chair.
And a Luna climbing on the chair. So whoever's in chat, whoever's watching, let me know that you're here, please.
Winning lottery ticket sold in Gloucester Township during the Mega Millions fraud.
Did you ever check our lottery ticket?
Yeah, no, we didn't.
We didn't win. You can tell we didn't win because we're still here. Well, John Nast is here. I don't know who that John Nast is, guy, but he's here.
Did he make a post about the show? Because I can't find it.
Sharing out the show for you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Nast. Mama D is here and accounted for. Mama D should know what today is. And as I said, today's been a pretty rough day. But we're going to see what we can get through and see how long we can do this for tonight. But before we really get things started, and normally we open up the show differently and ask you how the fuck everybody is. But like to do.
Okay. Okay. What are you trying to say?
We'll do 2 minutes of silence.
Okay, we'll do a couple minutes of silence. We're going to do a couple minutes of silence for the kids. So he's really struggling today, so we got to try to get his mind other places. For all that know him, know that showing emotions really, really hard for him too. So this is hard. You want tissue? Or are you going to snot rocket my computer? Please don't snot rocket my computer. Breathe with me. Ready? 1. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Mama D says you. And I'm like rolling on you. Yeah, you tissue.
Today's just a rough day.
Tissue.
I figure after 3 months that maybe we would know something or something would have changed by now, but we still don't know things. And
No, we knew this was going to take time. It wasn't going to,
right, but it doesn't make anything easier not knowing.
No, you're right, and it doesn't. But if we rush it, there's going to be mistakes made. And we don't want that.
It just sucks all the way around.
It does. But remember when we went to the medium?
Yeah.
Remember that she told us stuff that nobody knew but us?
Yeah.
That shows that they're here. Yeah, tell them what they said about your truck.
Me and Shannon had talked about me getting a truck.
Tell them what the kids said.
Nobody else knew we were talking about a truck. And we went to the medium, and the medium had actually said that they had talked that AJ's talking about Daddy in a black truck, black on black truck.
And they knew about your car.
About the race car, and like I said, I just figured after 3 months that maybe things would have changed a little bit.
Well,
Hey, Morgan.
we gotta talk a little bit louder. I'm not able to hear you.
No, I'm on Johnny's part. Everybody can hear. We talked to the attorney today, and it's just the same thing. We still want to get in. There's things we want to see if we can recover that were the kids. I don't know if that would help or if it's going to make things worse. The past couple of weeks have not been good at all. Shannon's doing really good, except for the possible pneumonia that she has. There's no pussies in this dojo. No, there's not. Come the 26th, we're going to go do a tubing trip. It's a Saturday, and
Yeah, Mama says she's going to be a hot dog. She said she's going to burp. And we're tying you and Kenny together, so we've got powered tubes.
like I said, everybody who would like to come is more than welcome. Yeah, she said, I know we're tying me and Kenny together for gas-powered tubes. They said just today's been a rough day, and a lot of the past couple of days have been a rough day. You know, between being sick earlier this week and fighting that, my doctor told me tonight that just being stressed out takes longer to get better. But, you know, they're treating me for everything under the sun. They've got me on all kinds of neat shit. Coworker has COVID.
Oh, you got to tell everybody what the hellhound is. Because we got our DNA results back, and we were all fucking wrong.
I know, Morgan, and I appreciate it. Is that hellhound?
Your daughter's in the chat too, somewhere. Not Steffi.
English,
Nope, no English Mastiff. Not at all.
Pressa Canario. Which comes down to
English masturbation.
Uh.
Oh, I don't like this deep rock stuff. It's like oil. Ew.
Yeah.
Come here, Fry Fry. Interrogation. Oh, the interrogation. Come here, Fry Fry.
Hey, Amber. If you're just joining, again, tonight's going to be a little bit of a rough show.
Here. Here. Ted Pud Silly.
Thank you,
hi.
Amber.
Say hi.
She is a Pressa Canario. She is Cane Corso. And she is heavier than 50 pounds.
Yeah, because she eats like everything is not nailed down.
Oh,
Come on.
Tubby. Oh. Come here, Lou.
Lulu.
Lulu. Come here.
Up.
Lulu, up.
She knows she's not supposed to. Not with you.
Yeah. She's getting big. She's not getting any better. She's still a pain in the ass.
Oh.
And it's a Lulu puppy.
She's not happy. No. Okay, hold down. Freya, leave her be.
What's up, Damon? Big? No, yeah, about 110 to 120 pounds. Intelligent? Yeah, that's the heavy side. Intelligent? Not so much. And again, Damon got us sick because he sneezed at the party. Damon sneezed, told him it was COVID. He said no, it wasn't. The 3D printer, is that the butt plug sword?
Yes, that was the butt plug for it.
Yes.
I'll have to send it to Johnny. You better stop that shit. He's already started.
Better stop what shit? What? That Damon spread COVID? Yes, you did. You sneezed behind me. I asked you if you sneezed. You said yes. I was perfectly fine up until that point.
You want your salad or you want to wait?
No, it's fine.
Huh?
It's fine right now. I was not sick until after I got home. I came home from the party. Yes, it looks like somebody put this thing in a 3D printer.
I sent Johnny the video.
And
I sent Johnny the video.
You got sick a day and a half later. Well, I don't know how you got sick. Yeah, and it looks like this butt plug, and then the guy flips it, and it's like this sword. Any new Lee videos? We could print a butt plug sword. That might be funny. Damon could do the printing. Here we go.
Check out this awesome 3D print that I printed. You might be wondering, it's a butt plug sword. Check out this awesome 3D print that I printed. You might be wondering,
earlier by hand?
No.
You had to because it's off.
it's a
No, I
butt-
didn't. Kids did it.
How they did?
So yes, it's a butt plug sword. And then the other thing that was sent to me earlier. I just sent you something, John. See if you can put that one up. Yes. A butt plug taco. I think it's a little disturbing. You know, as Fassy said, there's, literally shit comes from there. Does it flap when you fart? I don't know, but that's probably the extra bean sauce.
Oh God.
But I don't think
Oh,
I
God.
could. I don't know. That's just disgusting, eating a taco out of somebody's ass crack. But, I mean, think about it. But it would, at least kind of hold the taco together so that way the taco doesn't like fall apart. The only thing is, you got to see if all the stuff's going to fall out of the inside. Extra refried beans. New definition of tossing a salad. Yeah, that is true.
Call now, smell of the rain, fresh on the pavement. I ran off the plane. That July night, feel your
Yeah.
heart. It jumps through your shirt. I can still feel your arms, but now I sit on the floor wearing your clothes. All that I know is I don't know how to be something. Never thought we'd ever kiss. Never imagined we'd end like this. Whatever the next I do recall now.
Oh my. Maybe we should actually start making those for people and giving them out as awards tonight. Damon says, Ellen, would you do it? No, I'm not eating the taco. Matt would do it. Yeah, Matt probably would do that. Tossing the taco. Yeah. John, did you just get what I sent you? Speaking of awards, are we making them for the barbecue? We could. There you go. Hey, babe.
Yeah.
Come look at this one. There you go. A butt plug fidget spinner with emojis that you can interchange.
Oh my God. Is Damon vomiting yet?
It is because, while you're back there, you could.
Tell the world about what Ross did.
That's it. Dad would have fun with that one. Probably. Yeah, but I'm not sure I fully know that one. You definitely eat the taco. Damon's saying I would eat the taco if it was stuck to a butt plug in your butt. Yeah, so you got a smiley, you got a kissy face, you got that whatever that face is. But I mean, think about it. That way, it's always an adventure. And it looks like it's going to stick out far enough so you can. But does the face stay in the middle or does that spin too? Because if that spins too, you get that thing really going. Plus, I think they light up. Yeah. But it does light up. So it could be a disco. Reminds me too much of a propeller. Okay, but if that doesn't stick out super far, think about it. When you go to spin that, it's not really going to spin. It's going to hit ass cheeks, and it's going to hit the inner ass cheeks. So, I mean, the only way you're going to get that to spin in the crack is if it's in between the ass cheek. You're going to have to put something around, like some kind of silicone or some kind of like lube or something, because otherwise it's just going to be like, thoop, thoop. If you spin it fast enough, will it make the girl fly? If she farts, will it spin by itself? I mean, think about it. All of a sudden, you got that. Uh, Imagine if it's got one of those, like, the whistles that when you blow out a wee, that type of whistle. Imagine the whistle on that. A gas-powered butt plug. I don't know. I mean, they've got remote control butt plugs. Oh, could you imagine a remote control butt plug and all of a sudden the RC car stopped not doing what it's supposed to do, and instead the butt plug takes over control of it? That might be funny. Headstand in the bed and attach streamers to it. Could we attach streamers to a butt plug? Why no? What are you doing? No, she's not shivering. She jumps. So, gas-powered butt plug. Damon's going to come up with a design for a butt plug. Thank you, Mr. Nast. That would be awesome. A reaction on the show. Again, welcome to the shit show. And right now we're in that department because according to Fassi, crystalline. Because according to Fassi, that is where anal is a no-go, because anal, that's where the shit comes from, literally. Are you saying that we should, if Damon makes a butt plug, then he'll make it say fuck you? No, I don't think he would do that. But I think we could come up with some really shitty ass ideas. I mean, think about it. They got all that stuff in the sex line if you actually look at it. Hi from me, Ryan, and Emma. Hello, Krista. Matt eats ass. He's still agreeing. What's he still agreeing to? About eating ass? Matt's told us many times that he eats ass. Now, with eating ass, Matt, if he's close, or Candace or Damon can, answer for him, does that mean, how about one that acts like a wall anchor? Take it off the Hershey Highway often. Yeah, but if she's got control over her butt, or the guy has control over his butt, then you don't need a wall anchor. People still says that's literally where shit comes out of. Moist. Okay, but will Matt, there's a difference between munching the butthole or sticking your tongue all the way up in the butthole. So which one is Matt for? I don't know how he's my kid and doesn't like ass play. Or is he just secretly saying he doesn't like ass play? It's kind of like that when you say you don't like something and you play along with it, then it's kind of like, oh, well, I think we should try it. Well, I'd never do it, but okay, maybe this once. You got to use your tongue like an ice cream scoop. So Matt just puts the whole tongue right in the butthole. Yeah, but you got to be careful. Now, what are you going to do if, like, you go digging up there and you pull out a piece of corn? I mean, what are you going to do then? Because now you got a corn kernel that's like a turbot on your tongue. I mean, do you clean that off and you mix it in with another can of corn and you feed it to everybody. I mean, remember, that was my original idea. You know, after having corn for dinner, you scoop it out, you clean it all off. Only thing he fears is taxes. The only thing Matt fears is taxes. Matt's about to get a whole new outlook on life of fear. Chocolate chips. Freya. Only thing he fears is taxes. Well, if you think about it now, back to the chocolate chip thing. I mean, there's some women out there that do some really, really strange stuff with different type of foods. Now, of course, you hear carrot, cucumber, but how many of you remember the HBO's the series Sex After Dark? Matt wants John to do butt stuff with him. Butt stuff. Damon, I thought you and Matt did butt stuff. It's them baby teeth.
Here, Mommy.
One girl milkshake cup. That might be interesting. I don't know. I don't know if I could hold my stomach back if that was something actually being done live. Hey, Ron. So how weird is it that I just had the conversation with a friend about eating ass and I turn this on and you come into another conversation about people eating ass, which right now my adopted son, Matt, has said, you use your tongue. I saw a video of a chick making her ass a snowman. That's fucking awesome. Like I was saying, back on, Matt really wants to do the ice cream bucket challenge with John and then do butt stuff.
Did we not remember what's in my bathroom? We saw the wax strips and the magnesium citrate.
Hi, Freya. I'm going to need one of those pills.
Which one?
No butt stuff for me. Is that no butt stuff for your butt, or you're not willing to do butt stuff to somebody else's butt?
I tried saying no butt stuff. I can't.
You need to clarify that, John, because otherwise you could get roped in here. So back what I was saying. So carrots and cucumbers. Now I'm going to have to look up. Johnny dropped the soap. Both ways for me.
Ew, ew, ew.
Slobber dog.
Ew.
What do you mean both ways? Imagine tattooing a butthole. The thing is, I've actually seen that before, for real. That no butt stuff as a whole. If I want to be grossed out by butt stuff, they'll just eat tater tots 24/7. Wait, give and receive. So this person here gives and receives. So as I was saying real quick about this.
Wait, who gives the receipts?
Daisy May, 1973. You don't know who that is. Do you know who it is?
No.
Somebody that's in our chat.
Well, she gets the award for breast cancer. it, you're gonna get it.
Can you imagine the itch of a tattoo healing? Matt eats ass, which is probably how he got all those freckles. No eating, but for me, dingleberries are a real thing. She's a friend of Ron and Johnny's. So then, Johnny, you may know who this is then. Ah. That is true. CJ and Damon do have anal tattooed on them. They don't have their anal tattooed, but they do have anal on them. Damon has anal on his hand, and CJ has it on her arm. That is no cat for you. Ah! I'm just jealous of your anal.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
No, I'm not jealous of your anal.
No, I think she's talking to I think CJ's talking to Morgan.
So on HBO, back when HBO years ago had a show every week or every other week or once a month, it was called Real Sex, and it was just different shit, like different things that they found and different fetishes and stuff. And we were saying like cucumbers and carrots, and a lady in England actually made dildos out of potatoes. So she would carve a potato penis and then use it. And then she talked about cooking it up later, and she would eat it later that night. So is that a pickled potato at that point?
Dogs are fighting over a boat.
The French butterfly cartoon. And Amber says she realizes that there's a butt/anal fetish in this group.
Damon, I hope you go out one day in public and all of a sudden get explosive diarrhea. Well, Alan has an anal fetish, and he also has a fetish with shoes.
Mama D remembers that show.
Only the maternal part. Yes. Oh my God. There's your son.
Meet a Morgan, meet a Morgan, too. Yes, I seen the Fassies in here.
Hey!
Explosive diarrhea?
Do you want to get put in the crate? Do you want to go home?
Uh-oh. If Matt drinks that meal...
Lulu's bleeding.
Where?
Her ear.
Then put her in the crate. If Matt drinks that magnesium citrate, he's going to have explosive diarrhea. I mean, he's going to walk down. He's not even going to get the chance to walk down the street. Magnesium citrate kind of kicks in instantly. So it's like, you drink it and 5 minutes later, you're shitting your brains out. Bad Freya.
She's not being a bitch. She doesn't know how to play because she didn't have siblings.
It will be nice and lewd for Johnny. Give him a tater tot first and then lock all the nearby bathrooms. Gotta clean out before butt stuff.
That's why most girls do an enema beforehand.
Yeah, a lot of girls will do an enema before they do anal. I've heard of stories where anal has happened and then the girl will shit all over the guy. Like a cannon. I mean, maybe that's what happened in the strip club the one night. There was a story that I was told about a stripper shitting all over one of the patrons. And then the patron went back to the bar and he's like, I can't go home. I just got shit on by a stripper. I can't go home because there's shit all over me. How am I going to tell that from my wife?
We're missing teeth.
Okay, so I got one. Where's the craziest place you shit on the go?
Where's the craziest place? What?
Where is the craziest place you shit on the go? They told him to go buy a new shirt. No. I don't know. Where is the craziest place? Well, we know Hope shit in the woods at
Our old
Badstone.
rental property. When he lost it, Matt's.
Yeah,
Oh no, that would you pissed on the sliding glass door.
pissed on the sliding glass door that night, but I was shot in the ass. But that house was foreclosed on, and we were moving out, so we really didn't care. So we destroyed the place.
I shit in the middle of a field when I was 16.
That is true. We made Kayla pee at the police station, but it wasn't inside the police station. We pulled up outside next to like the police car area, and then made her jump out and pee. And then we started to pull away while, she was standing there peeing.
I peed in the middle of the woods, but that's...
Peed in the middle of the woods. When I was traveling with a band back years ago, we were up at a place it was called, what the hell was that bar? It was like, no, it was like Tinks or something. And we were up there. We got a hotel to stay the night. We were all completely really shot in the ass because it's Tyler's truck door. There's a hotel connected to the bar. So we just went, yep, Tinks and Scranton. And we went to the hotel, went up to the rooms, the cell block. That was another experience.
I want to go to cell block.
And somebody made it to call us at 6:30 in the morning for a wake-up call after we had all been drinking all night at Tinks. And we were all trashed. And the phone rings, and Greg answers the phone, and he starts screaming, "What the fuck?" He gets up, and there's like a 4-poster bed in this room. And he's taking the tops off, and he's actually shitting down the tube of the poster bed.
Okay, but here's my question. How the hell were they low floor posters or like ours was in the Morristown house?
Huh?
Were they low floor posters or were like our bed in the Morristown?
No, they're like low ones. They're like,
Okay,
I
who
mean-
the hell held him?
Oh, it was funny. He was just sitting there kind of against the wall and was just shitting down this tube and put the thing back on.
Actually, ask Dee your question you asked me in the car about a reunion.
I will get to that. My vape that fell out of my pocket that Matt picked up 5 minutes after. I peed on Tyler's foot once.
I peed on Alan.
Yeah. Well, Damon got peed on by, what's her name?
Cara, something like that.
Cora.
Cora.
When she was on his shoulders, she peed on him. That was kind of fucking gross. But, yeah, the other one was Cell Block. That night, I wasn't staying in the hotel. But if you saw the movie Purple Rain, there was a song in there Morris Day and the Time did. It was called Jungle Love.
Oh, God. I know that.
And Greg was completely gacked the fuck out and still drunk. And we had to leave at like 8 o'clock in the morning. And everybody's waking him up and he gets pissed off and he starts screaming, "Jungle Love, oh." And he starts kicking the fucking sink through the wall into the next hotel room. Apparently that's a fetish. Some people like the golden shower. You're right. Golden shower is some people's fetish.
Somebody on Styles page.
Yeah, back in my days of knowing Style Project, Style had all that shit on his page. Style was like a 34-year-old man and living in his mother's basement had millions of followers on his page, but I would never shake his hand and I would never set anything on at his house in his mother's basement, because that man probably whacked off more than anybody that you probably know. But yes, some people do like the golden shower. I don't. Other people like playing. Other people like scantology, which is poop games. Like, I honestly, I don't know what I would do if some girl said, "I want you to shit on my chest."
You probably get excited.
I don't think so, because I mean, that's you got fucking problems if you want somebody to shit on your chest. Who are we talking about? Brandon? No, Styles, I think, beat off more than Brandon did. Oh, the good old days of being on the road with Octane. So, it's funny you say that. My roommate doesn't like to sit much because he thinks I masturbate sitting in it. Yeah, no shit stuff from me. No, I would not shit on somebody. There is somebody that I would shit in my hand and go over and slap him with it. That, yes, I would do. But that does not constitute a shitting on somebody. That constitutes a. But then again, if you slap Ed, pork fried rice. You slap Ed, shit splatters anyway. Yes, I think everybody. And lately, if you know most of the situation, as many of them in here do, that yes, they all know who we're talking about. Dude had a one night stand with this chick. They went to pee afterwards, came out, and she was playing and shit. That's a second degree shit. There you go. Well, it might be second degree, but is it considered meditated? If you slap somebody with shit. I don't know. I mean, no shit games. I mean, that's pretty far fetched. I mean, I've got a pretty strong fucking stomach. And Daisy May 1973. Your friend won't sit in your chair because he thinks you masturbate in it. Well, okay, so why does he have a problem if you're masturbating in the chair? Most guys would think that's an awesome thing. Yeah, I don't know. Like, for many of you that remember the famous video, Two Girls in One Cup. Rumi isn't a Gina. Rumi isn't a fan of snail trails. Well, nothing was better than my daughter Stephanie back years ago. She was young. She was in mine and Shannon's room, and she looked at the bed and she goes, "Dad, Shannon, somebody drooled in your bed and proceeded to scratch at what was supposedly drool." There's nothing wrong with a woman leaving snail trails. It happens to the best of them. So, Dee, what Shannon was talking about, the thing that I said earlier on the side note, how hard do you think it would be to get an original lineup for a show? Bobby, Bortnick, Greg, Quinny, and Bass for one night. Yes, original Octane. Who's going to be trashed? Yes, original Octane. Or how hard would it be to get all the original members of Pistol Shot Gypsy together for one show? I was already told that if we come up to Massachusetts, that we'd all be on stage. You know, we'd all get together on stage for old times. Hi, Fry. Pink blanket for Tinkerbell. Yeah, that was funny that night. Places I've been, and places I've seen, and people I've met along the way. Yeah, that definitely would be awesome to have that band together. Either band. We have a loose dog out here. How hazy those memories are. The thing is, none of those memories are really hazy. Unfortunately, I kept a lot of that shit. You know, that's something I didn't lose when I had my accident. Like nothing was funnier than the night we did the Octane show was Thanksgiving Eve. We actually did a show next door, and him and all them were over at the Electric Factory. And when they got off stage, they all came over to Whiskey Dick's. And man, that night was fucking horrifying. Because we did the show. It was good to see you. Thank you for stopping in. Come back again every Thursday night, Monday through Friday. There's a different show for everybody. Start time's 9 o'clock. Come back again anytime. Just remember to, follow on Facebook, on YouTube, or Twitch. On Twitch, you can actually say more and get away with more. But that show that night at Dick's. Let's see. The photo booth. You know how you get that self? Thank you. You know how you got the photo booth in the mall? They kind of come out in a strip. There was a photo booth inside of Whiskey Dick's at that point. And it was the sex shop. And I don't know how many people had sex in that booth that night. But it was horrifying. And every time somebody... First time I come to this one, usually on Wednesdays and Fridays. Well, thank you for coming to this one for the first time. This is, as we will call it, the shit show. It's definitely a mature show where under 18 is not recommended. Sometimes there is some really fucked up shit that goes on. Sometimes there's some not so fucked up shit. Like earlier tonight, we started kind of rough start tonight. We're getting there. But yeah, every time somebody had sex in that, the pictures were getting passed around because people were feeding this thing. Johnny warned me. They were feeding this thing money. So Dee probably remembers Smut what? Can I have a bottle of water? Smut what?
Smut what?
Yeah, Amanda. Diana. Yeah.
Carly used to call me smut what all the time.
Yeah. Amanda. How about a cough drop too? Amanda had sex with multiple guys in there at once. And then things got.
Johnny has 2 videos.
Okay.
One of each band that he's going to try.
Things got really bad later that night because the 2-liter bottles of Jaeger were coming out.
Was that a Scooter night?
Oh, yeah. Scooter brought each of us a 2-liter bottle. And I remember killing the entire 2-liter bottle by myself.
Lulu, you gotta
And I have no clue how the fuck we all drove home that night. Yes, Scott Yeager. All right, so I understand that Johnny. I don't know if you can play it or not. See if you can actually pull up either of those videos. Technically, it's not trademark either. God, I remember this show.
Goes.
Every show was like this. And why was every show like this? Because we were a bunch of fucking rock stars. He's probably sitting here watching going, oh my fucking God.
Well, Dee Dee's got the mark. You have the mark. Dee Dee has the chem breakdown, doesn't she?
He has the chemical for octane. I have Philadelphia on my arm and my chain link. The thing about this show, if you look at that crowd, how full that crowd is, that's actually 3 floors that full for a house local band. And the band could actually not hear themselves over the crowd.
Dee Dee hasn't commented yet?
No, Dee Dee's probably singing.
Dirty little secret about Courtney. He is the biggest germaphobe you will ever meet in your life.
The drummer and the lead singer, that was Mom and Dad. And when Mom and Dad went to sleep when we were on the road, the kids stayed out and played all night.
Dee Dee's quiet.
Yeah. You may miss that, but the next part was always the biggest thing that we all miss. I don't miss setting those shows up.
No, Freya.
Oh my God. Be careful, you.
I'm sorry, but him standing like that, he looks like Voldemort.
Mm.
Sorry.
And this is just a house local band.
Selling out the TLA.
No, don't stop there.
Greggy looks normal.
Yeah, it's before Greggy went through his Nikki Six days.
Creamy.
It's one thing Greg was always pissed about. Me and Quinny were still very close. We didn't know each other as long as we knew Greg. Yeah, more Brett Michael and Nikki Six. I don't know. I've looked at him recently. I'm like, oh, Nikki Six wants his fucking look back. Either that or, Pirates of the Caribbean, Jack Sparrow.
The next one, nobody else is going to know but you and Dee.
Don't disrespect Sparrow. Last time I saw him was up in Chester, not Bootleggers. What was that, Tom and Jerry's?
Maddie.
No, that's Maddie's Melbourne. I think it was Tom and Jerry's, which is where Alex's birthday was. And Bass wasn't there. It was Mike Philandering. And Quinny was there. And Zoolander was there. You were there. Alex's 21st birthday. I bought him Hammerheads. One of my cat's name is Jack Sparrow. On McDade. Is that McDade? Yeah, Jordan. Is that McDade Boulevard? It was right up the street from what's Bootleggers. So maybe that is McDade. Because Bootleggers was our home.
Yeah, I remember that, my 21st. All right,
Yep.
Yeah, you know what? You are right. Bootleggers was on McDade Boulevard.
Yep.
All right, now the other video is just a lyric video, but that's something only the three of us will know.
Yep. Tom and Jerry's was okay. I didn't mind it. I didn't like the stage setup. But Bootleggers was our home. Yeah. Bootleggers was small.
Woo!
James.
Remember all the words I spoke to you to try and help you ease your pain. I guess it never meant anything. You just turned around back to the same. Too bad it's true what people say, that you can lead a horse to water. You stupid motherfucker, you should have drank so you could try to save yourself. Slave. So now I'll turn my back and walk away.
Now, this is a band out of Massachusetts, Rhode Island. Very, very good friends. So very good friends with them. Yeah, I mean, Marco is definitely my brother from another. He was the head roadie for them, and when everything went down with the whole situation, he tried everything he could do to come down here. Through Marco, met quite a few people. Noah's been gone for quite some time. Noah down in Virginia. PSG retrieval team. We'll go get your shit. The Winnebago parked in the middle of the Cherrywood parking lot that ran into a couple poles. I mean, it's a shame they went their separate ways. Yeah, a lot of them cleaned up, but it's the same thing I'll say. Like, Pistol Shot Gypsy, amazing band, amazing people, amazing friends. We still try and stay in contact with a lot of them. Ronnie has amazing vocals. Oh, I like that.
Freya, enough.
But they went their separate ways. A lot of people. One thing about being on the road, there was a lot of bad side brought out on me. That's why I walked away from Octane originally, because I didn't like what I was becoming. And
you were very big
yeah, went through a lot of problems with addiction. And when me and Shannon first got together, I had a chemical dependency and I had a drinking problem. Unfortunately, it brings out a very bad side of a lot of people, because unfortunately, top team music bands, yeah, I'm not sure about that one, John. But as Shannon just said, how me and Dee even have a liver from touring, she has no clue. Which you got to think, it was 7 days a week. No problem.
Hey, even if you tagged them, Johnny, I don't think anybody's going to pay attention. Oh, God.
Black Tooth Grins.
God rest my uncle. He made you a good one.
The Black Tooth Grins were really a rough drink. For people that don't know it, it's basically a highball glass filled with Crown Royal with just a splash of Coke on top of it. Or when we went to New York, I don't remember the name of the club, but we were invited by Duff McKagan and Slash to come to their club and play at their clubs up in New York City. And
who do we still have in? 7 people left.
I don't know. And it was definitely something, because you go up there, you drink on the way up on the bus, and then we go up there
The
and
snitch?
Yeah, maybe that was the snitch. We'd be up there for a few hours. We'd drink at the bar, and the alcohol didn't stop flowing. And then you hop on a bus, and then you drank all the way back. And at a certain point, we'd switch buses, and then we'd be on the other bus, because we always had 2 buses go up. And we'd all meet back at Bootleggers. And then from Bootleggers, I had to come all the way back to Pennsauken. And half the time, I remember the one night I was trashed, got home, and I had to go right to work the next morning. Like, I was still completely hammered. And that's when I was working for the computer company.
I didn't know you then.
No, you didn't know me then.
So when we met, you were working for the computer company.
Yep.
And then you went to Boca. You want to take a break?
I'm going to take a break. You want to sit in for me?
Yep.
I'm going to let the Reverend's wife sit.
Oh. Hi, everybody. Oh. Yeah, I know. My Edward Scissorhands. It was very hard to find a shirt that doesn't have a low cut neck because putting Vicks on doesn't work with the low cut neck. And I can't wear the kid's necklace with the Vicks on my chest because I'm afraid it's going to tarnish everything. So, what are you looking for, baby? Okay. I need a mega pin. Yeah. Yeah. That was one of my either Burlington Coat Factory or Gabe Spine. And I bought it. And the girl behind the register had to be 15, 16 years old and goes, "Who's Edward Scissorhands?" And I just shook my head in complete disbelief. Complete disbelief. How am I feeling? Not too bad right now. I'm on prednisone, a Z-Pack, a really potent cough syrup that's going to help knock me out because I really haven't slept in 2 days because I can't breathe. I'm supposed to go for a breathing test. Johnny, I don't think so. Not that I can think of. No, not that I can really think of. You got hiccups? You got a Freya going on? Ugh. Ow. So who do we have in the chat still? I see 10 people. We have 7 on Facebook, 3 on Twitch, and 0 on YouTube. So I'm trying to see who's all on here, but I don't think it's going to show me. That's okay. So, yeah, I think we're all still in here too. Morgan's on Facebook this time and not on Twitch. So, that's that. I would feel better if I could breathe. Hi, Amber. Luckily, my chest isn't really bothering me as bad as tonight. Hi, Gina. Yeah, Ron, I see you're on Facebook. Known Ron since I was about 7. Now known John from the show. I have known Johnny. Oh, God, here we go. 20 plus years. Johnny was actually my first friend that I made when I moved to Maple Shade from Morristown. We've been extremely close throughout the years. We took a little bit of a hiatus from each other for a while. 50 now, so known Ron for 43 years. 26 years. There you go, Johnny. God. Makes me feel fucking old. Hold on. I gotta get a tissue so I can blow my nose again. Hold on. Lulu, baby. Yeah, baby, eat your bone. Oh, Lord. We started. Oh, God. I have 5 years till my 40th. $5 years. Yep, you did help me move into my house in shade. Yep. Oh, D. The fuck are we going to do for your 40th? I don't even know. Don't even know. I would say hookers, fire trucks, and blow, but that's what we said we would do for Grimm. And that didn't happen. Original My Little Pony cake, Rainbow Bright, Strawberry Shortcake, and Care Bears. All right, we can do this. Oh yeah, Amber, I haven't changed. I haven't changed at all. I actually just came across a mall rat picture from years ago that I think was actually taken at Nocturne. It was me and PA. I about fell the fuck over. Yeah, no, I haven't changed. Just became older with more scars. Vintage 80s, yeah. Vintage 80s. Sorry, I keep looking back because Lulu is actually chewing on a bone, and she doesn't chew very often. So I just gotta make sure that she doesn't rip her gums apart. Yeah, day Nocturne. Oh, that was the days before I met Grimm. There actually was on Facebook. I saw it on Facebook earlier that Nocturne's having a 20. It's like either 26 or 27th year throwback. I was like, oh God. Nocturne, the days where I was trying to figure out what I wanted to be and who I was. I was very unsure of myself at that time period. I made a lot of very, very bad decisions in that time period. Had a lot of very questionable and shitty relationships. But you live and you learn. You live and you learn. Shampoo, no. Shampoo wasn't too bad. I did shampoo a couple times. Shampoo, Amber and I dated somebody that Amber and I knew. I think Amber dated him for a while too. Yeah, that was very, very many years ago. Many, many, many years ago. I don't even know what happened to that said person. I tried finding him once and I couldn't, so I figured he became a ghost again, which is something that he does quite often. Amber, you'll have to send me a message. See if you've heard from him, because he's one of the last in the group that I haven't talked to in a very, very long time. Yeah, we won't go there. Yeah, well, like I said, we all have had our questionable choices. Leave it at that. Redhead. That's why I figured we hadn't talked for so long, because last I heard, you and him had been dating. I don't know who the football player was. Message me, because now I'm curious about the football player. Oh, engaged. Currently? Whoa. Are you and him currently engaged?
Who's engaged?
Hold on. Whoosh.
No,
Yes, shush.
no.
Or were you guys engaged then?
Who's engaged?
Oh, you got to give me the dirt, because now my mind's fucking blown. You got to give me some dirt here, girlfriend.
Who?
Amber. Him and I were until we broke up again in 2015. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. Amber and I share an ex,
Yeah, which one?
and they were engaged,
Okay.
and then they broke up because we were talking about old clubs for Philadelphia, Nocturne, Shampoo, stuff way before I met you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Spill the tea.
Yeah, we will. Daisy. Long story made very, very, very short.
Too late.
Amber and I used to hang out amongst the same group of friends. There was a lot of cross dating, I could say.
That just doesn't sound right.
Well, how else am I supposed to explain it?
That just doesn't sound right. No matter how you explain that, any cross.
A bunch of us shared the same exes.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well. Like I said, that was many, 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 many years ago. I've been with Alan going on 18 years. God. It's a long time.
You were young then.
I was young. I was 19. I was married at 20.
I was young then.
You were 35.
I was 34 when we got together.
34. Know what, Mama D? Know what, D-Day?
I don't know. We're going to have to get into a night, though, where Gina tells more because she was talking about gives and receives and masturbation in her chair.
I got pregnant at 23 and 27. Sure. But I'm also, Alan was, Grimm was married when him and I met. And it was a not so great marriage. They were just trying to stay together for the kids. It wasn't working. And then came me, and he told me within 6 months they would be divorced. We were together for a month. Then Grimm was in a near fatal car accident, broke everything from the waist down, almost died. And that
First
was
time.
July 18th, 2007. And we got together in May of 2007. Yeah, you were living in the Arbors. Yep. When I first told you about Grimm, I was so afraid to tell everybody because he was
Who?
so much older. Amber was living in the Arbors.
Oh.
Amber knows Jen and Steve and knew all of them.
Well, it's all the same group.
Well, yeah, it's the same group, but a break off of that group.
I'm sorry.
You're sorry what?
I'm just saying I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She knew all those people. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Grimm was everybody thought I was crazy because he was married and he was 14 and a half years older. Was never going to work, never going to work, never going to work. Yeah, now look at us. We've been through hell and high water and been through more shit than anybody, been through shit that nobody should ever have to go through, ever. But here we are. We have each other. And we just try to go day by day. Right, babe? Oh my God. It's the only thing I hate is my sinuses are my sinus. It feels like my sinuses itch. And I can't itch it. Yeah, age is just a number. My parents are 10 years apart. So Alan is actually Dee Dee, you remember the day you met me. Oh God. Fill me in because I don't remember. Where did I meet Dee Dee at the first time?
Maybe Route 1.
Was it Route 1? Outside of the Pennant East. You were in the wheelchair.
Probably.
Yeah, I think Rib was in the wheelchair. Would you like your seat back, Loudly?
Just waiting for you to finish up what we're doing.
Yep, Grim was in the wheelchair. Yep. All right, well, I'm going to let him jump back on. I'm going to get ready to walk the girls for the night. Put some Vicks on my chest so maybe I can attempt to breathe and actually sleep tonight.
You're going to eat soon?
I'm not hungry. If you want me to make you that salad, I will. All right, I'll go make you your salad. You okay, Mommy? You want some Daddy? No, no, have my phone.
Yeah.
How hungry are you? Full bag of salad?
No.
Huh?
No.
Not a full bag?
No. I have 4. It was 18, 26, 29, and 34. Age is just a number. I admit I was one of them. I believe I said, be careful, yada, 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 and I was so wrong. Put me to shame. Remember the day I met you. Outside Planet East. Octane was playing. Rolled up with a wheelchair. Yeah. No, I get it. Everybody kind of looked at it. It was like, yeah, I'm not, I was 34. She was 19. I get, be careful and everything like that because she was young and, it was just kind of one of those things. We started out friends and it just went very quick. Plenty of funny things, though, during that whole time period. Okay, Amber, thank you. Dirty old man? Yes, I am a dirty old man. But think what this dirty old man's allowed to do and what she's treated like queen. You know that right off the bat. And anybody that knows her knows that she's treated like a queen. Forgot the words funny and crazy. 22 and I was 16 when he started dating. Yeah, and one of the things she always said is that older men have their shit together. No, we don't. My shit hasn't been together since I started. Yeah, I can go way back, way before Shannon. I mean, Shannon was 2007, and I think that point I had already traveled with Octane for about 4 years. So me and Dee probably like 2002, 2003, maybe. Somewhere around that time period. Long time. A lot of road years. See, now that's something that's different. Normally, you always hear, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want to put on it. 2002, I was 18. But okay. Like I said, I knew it was a while. Started talking to men that were younger. And normally you always hear the woman say she's talking to the older men. Now, I don't know how old you are, Gina. Let's see here. But, I mean, it's kind of one of those things. I don't think it really should matter if the woman's older or the guy's older or if you're the same age. You know, if you have something in common. Thank you. Is the chicken in here?
Mhm.
You are not getting that. Go away. All right, so Gina's 50, so you're my age. I don't think if it's a matter of you're older, if you're younger, if the guy's older, or if the guy's younger. If you have something and it's
19 years, I had to make the big decision. I had to make my decision about your life, how your life was going to go.
yeah, exactly. If you're happy, it doesn't matter what the age is. I mean, I think it's more acceptable now than it was even when me and Shannon got back together. You know, when me and Shannon first got together, because I mean, you figure it's it's almost 20 years later, and things come a long way in 20 years. I mean, we've seen shit that we thought we'd never see. 50? Now, me, yes, I'm 50. I say that I'm old, but also with everything that I've been through, see, that's good. It's nice that you have things a lot. All right, thank you, Amber. It's good when you have a lot in common, but it's also good that when there's things that are different. I say I'm old all the time. I don't know. I mean, things that, like, there's movies that Shannon will watch now that she had never seen before or never heard of that she's seen from me. Or, like some of the stuff, granted, like some of Shannon's music that she listens to, I'm like, yeah, I can't listen to that. Or, I mean, the biggest thing with the age gap is been through hell and back in my life. Not old, I'm seasoned. I tell everybody, like, I'm a fine bottle of wine. The only problem is this bottle went and had a little air bubble in it, and now the wine went to vinegar. The hardest part when you've got years in between each other with the age gap is, like, she was 19. When I was 19, things were different. So the things that she's doing at 19, I'm like, is this really the way things should be going or the way things should be done? And she's like, well, this is now, it's not then. I mean, Jesus, I was graduating high school and Shannon was born in 1987. I graduated in 1992. Was, Shannon was 5 years old, and it's like, holy shit. Sounds a lot different when you look at it that way, but when the time came and I had my accident, she was the one that was there for me. I had said that I was never going to get married ever again. I was definitely.
I officially have seen it all.
What have you seen?
Ask Luna what she just interrupted.
What did she interrupt?
People having sex in the car.
People having sex in the
Because
car.
the gray and white cat came running out and she went and hit the car full force with her paws and she interrupted the people in the back seat.
White people, black people.
Crazy at the end.
The crazy people at the end. Is that the crazy old man and everybody that lives
His
there?
son and his girlfriend were blanking it out.
Boinking. Sex in the car. Well,
Well, Lulu just interrupted it.
and Luna interrupted. Well, that sucks to be them. That's a new meaning to cock block.
She's just fucking everybody up.
Who? Luna?
Now the Teddy, they Teddy her bitch.
I had my first kid in 1992. Who's more pissed, the guy or the girl? Who's more pissed at what, John? First kid in 92. Let's see. Yeah, sex getting broken up. I don't know. Probably the guy. There are a bunch of whack jobs down there, but there's always one in an apartment complex. Let's see. I had my first son 94. And it was different. If Viagra was involved in either. Yeah, but women taking Viagra, I heard that's a pretty fucked up situation. I mean, like I said, when you got things in common, it's great. I mean, when you got the age difference, sometimes that age difference barriers, it's a little tough. And it's tough on relationships. As I was saying, when I had my accident, yes, there are some women that take a type of Viagra. You're scared for life. Yes, women. There are women that will take the Viagra pill. At least you all speak the same language. Without Shannon, I better have lube. Without Shannon, I don't think I would have come as far from my accident as I did. My ex-wife would have put me into a home, and that's where I would have stayed, and I would have withered away because being in a home is not for me. I would have told them to fuck off, not doing shit. And she gave up doing what she was doing and signed papers and said she would take care of me 24/7. And, she did. And that's when a month after the accident, I had asked her to marry me. I said I would never get married again, but I was pretty much, this woman's taking care of me. Yeah, you're right. Unfortunately, me and Heather were all the damn brownies. Heather we couldn't see eye to eye anymore. And it was a lot of fights and just a lot of bullshit. And it wasn't, it wasn't good for the kids. Now, real quick, Gina, I wouldn't recommend taking Viagra at home because then your roommate probably definitely will not want to sit on the chair. Who has brownies and isn't sharing? No, you.
Not about brownies.
You don't want those kind of brownies.
Who asked about brownies not sharing?
Gina.
Oh yeah, you know. You don't
Now,
want
if you want those kind of brownies, if you come over, I have stuff that we can put into brownies and make it quite interesting. We have a lot of that here. But
lot of pot.
lot of edibles.
Come on.
The brownies that Shannon was talking about, because of what was done to my hips with shattering my hips and my legs. Special brownies signed me up. Special brownies, yes, but not the ones that Shannon's talking about just right now. I had to be on a fracture pain, but the problem is I have a cookie in my bag. She's got cookies. I want to go to her house. We don't have cookies. I was on
If
so
she's
much.
a friend of Ron's, are you going to break her like you broke Ron with Colorado Campfire?
Yeah, we broke Ron with Colorado Campfire. I'm sure by now she's heard Colorado Campfire.
My blanket smells like Ron.
But I was so full of morphine and opiates and everything that I couldn't go. Just Delta 9. Is that what you have? Just Delta 9?
That's
Or-
what the chocolates are.
Or is that all that you would take? Because
Chocolates that are Delta.
we've got 25 milligram THC Delta 9 chocolates. I don't know what the peanut butter cups, but they're Delta
They're
9.
Delta 9. They're 25 milligrams too.
We got
Well,
those
she's making herself more money.
Delta 9 gummies. And then all the other shit. Need to find where you guys get all these goodies.
Who's that, Gina?
No. Admiral 86.
I don't know who Admiral 86 is.
Oh, that's Amber on Twitch. Okay.
She just sent me a recipe for tea.
Yeah. She had said she sent it.
Yeah. Red onion, garlic, cinnamon.
Sounds good.
It sounds horrible.
Sounds good. See, now, Delta 8, but Delta 9, the stuff I have here, it's more tested, and I don't think, honestly, it would make you sick.
Our stuff's locally grown.
Yeah, all of our stuff. Apple and orange, lemon, and honey, too. Yeah, the stuff that we get is at a place, Brady's Botanicals.
What the hell now? Now taking her out.
Brady's Botanicals.
It is in
Hey, Jen, thank you. Thank you for coming in.
Morrisville.
Is it Morrisville or Yardley? She said it was up by her work. Yes, Brady's Botanicals. And when I first went to Brady's, I told him everything that I was on. And we actually sat down for probably a good hour. And we discussed an actual regimen for me.
You're going to do shrooms soon.
Yeah, next we're actually going to start going out a little further, and he has shrooms at his shop. From what I heard about the place in Woodbury that's opening, supposedly that's recreational, pure leaf. And yeah, they do have stuff that's non-Delta. I mean, I have quite a bit of stuff in the other room. Nice place, great prices. The nice thing about it is it's all high grade. You don't need the license to go in there. And he'll give you the paperwork so that you can actually transport it across the bridge. Because technically, if you go to PA and you buy something in PA and you bring it across the bridge and you get nailed for it, then technically you can, get popped. I need to get over there. Mom was going to get stuff for pain, knees, feet, and hip. Coral Leaf is where I get mine, but last time I went, I didn't see cookies or brownies. I had gummies 3 times. Each time was a different adventure and dosage. Kid I went to high school opened a place in Woodbury. I haven't been there, as I said. I mean, I go to Brady's. Great shop, great people. They don't just do, for people, for adult. They do for animals. Brady's was actually started, their dog, Brady, had cancer, and they had started the treatment originally for Brady, and that's how Brady's Botanicals actually came to be. And the thing that most people don't know is that AJ and Hope, I live in Mississippi, so I don't know anything up here. Okay. Yeah, there's quite a bit of places. As I said, AJ and Hope got my dog some THC treats. AJ and Hope were actually had a regiment from Brady's. They sat down, we went over it, and it actually helped to calm them. I got to get ready to go up there again sometime, Amber, if you want. I mean, you can always hitch a ride. I mean, let me know when you're ready to go. But I get my peanut butters up there, peanut butter chocolate, the 25 milligram THC. Now, that was pretty funny because Shannon, the one time, took the entire chocolate square. It's like, one of these numbers. And she ate the whole thing to the head. And a little while later, she was laying on the floor going, I'm fucked up. Yes, you are. You are pretty fucked up. As I said, I don't know about the Woodbury place. I want to check it out, but I know a lot of places that are medicinal. You don't need the license now, but medicinal comes down to their first come, first serve. Recreational, you fall to the back of the line. And I found, because after the fire on May 7th, my pain management wanted me to come in on the 8th, all the way down in Williamstown. And I told them, I'm like, look, my daughter's in a hospital bed fighting for her life. I'm not going to drive down to Williamstown for a piss test and to get my opiates. And they gave me a lot of shit. And I turned around and I went, you know what? Screw you, I quit. So now I do the marijuana. As I said, there we get flour. They've got mushrooms. What else do they got? All kinds of shit. Oils. I only take half a gummy or a quarter of the cookie. So the two different ones that we have, he gave it to us because we try and really stay away from the harder medications. The one, Shannon's allowed a half of that, and that's a daytime one. And that one I can have a full one of. The one that's nighttime, she can only have a quarter of it, and I can only have a half of it. I don't have it in front of me, but I've got stuff that's sour space candy where it works with anxiety, but you can smoke it and you could still have a college education, and a cop couldn't even tell if you were smoking unless he smells it. Another one, Suver D, that might actually help you. The gummies are 10 milligram Delta 9. Any clue what? The Suver might really help Mama D. Granted, I have it as a flower for smoking, but it will help a lot with the pain.
We trusted this guy enough that he dove for.
That's what I was telling him, that he actually worked with the kids. Let's see.
You just drooled all over Daddy's chair.
Ew. Ew.
And you discussed one.
Sorry, guys. Interrogation light. All right. These are D9s, and this one's actually a lower dose. This is a 6.5. But this one here, this is a Delta 8, but this is 1,250 milligrams.
Come on. Come here.
This is Rainbow Shake. This is very, very good. Gives a good head buzz.
Come on. Come on.
This is that Subaru I was talking about. I mean, no.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're going to be able to see it or not. Yeah. No sticks, no stems,
Smell it in here.
no seeds. Yeah, pot dog.
No, that's cool.
These are the famous chocolate candies that Shannon took one of and was trashed.
My defense, he didn't tell me not to eat the whole thing.
And then there's the peanut butter chocolate. Thanks, Snoop. And then if you're really, really interested, eat at Moon Rocks. I'm getting back into it. I know I went from 17 different meds to 7 when I was smoking. If you go and talk to him, I mean, it's hard to see the Moon Rocks, but they are definitely good.
What are you doing?
If you want, we'll take a ride up there, Amber, and I'll introduce you to
Roger,
Shannon, and yeah, tell him that, you know, we sent you if you go up there without us, and get away from my salad. I'll beat you.
Move the tissue box plate on the fire.
Do what?
Move the tissue box plate on the fire.
Which one? The flowers I just showed you?
Is she on Twitch or is she on Facebook?
Who?
Gina.
Right now she's on Twitch.
Tell her I'll put the link in the website.
The flower is all marijuana. It's not Delta.
Tell her I'm going to put the link in.
Shannon's going to put the link in for Brady's Botanicals now. Love you, Mama D. Stay safe. I mean, it's hard to see it, but that's called Rainbow Shake. I just had this past Sunday with my other two boys, and they were trashed. Me, not so much, but I also have a lot better tolerance than they do. But it's all smooth. It's really good. I don't know who all can see that, but check them out. Like I said, they have all kinds of stuff. They got creams and what do they got? Creams. They got flour. They treat animals, and they constantly are coming up with different strains, and it's all locally grown. No problem. Like I said, the main reason I kind of also stick with them, like I said, AJ and Hope were actually getting gummies from them, and it helped a lot with them. And that's one of the things that I can't, you know, I definitely can't walk away from. I mean, for me to trust somebody that much for this, that you're, I'm having you treat my child, that, like I said, it's definitely something to look into. And when you smoke it, they'll even go over like what it's going to work for your anxiety, depression, pain, help you sleep, help you during the day. There's night versions, there's day versions. They're not just going to sell you something and go, here you go. They're going to actually sit and talk to you and go through it with you. What will work best for you? And then from there, you smoke it, or you can vape it with oils, however you want to go about it. And they're not going to steer you wrong. You're not just walking into a shop and going, oh yeah, so I'd like to buy some flour. Oh, here, this is perfect, and sell you something at the top price that isn't going to help you. That's the purpose of this, to actually be able to get the help that you need. You'll be able to think clear. You're not going to drool all over yourself over just getting something. Shannon doesn't smoke it because Shannon just gags on along with that. You don't do that, which I get it. I mean, unfortunately, I'm home on permanent disability. So me, if I'm not going anywhere, I've got a couple in here that are just make your mind just completely numb. And then I just go lay down. Or like sour space candy. Sour space candy is one of the ones that Shannon likes. And if we're going out, we went out with Morgan and Kevin and Johnny to the Berlin auction, and I rolled one of those before I went.
Bitch.
That's a big bitch.
That's a big bitch.
And I was smoking that while we were out there, and people were like, "It smells good," but again, you can completely function on. That's what's scary, because they put it through a lab. They look at it. They make sure they're, again, rainbow. The rainbow one. No, there is no slow motion. Believe it or not. The rainbow shake. The rainbow shake is definitely a weekend thing, because you get that head buzz. So I don't want to be like that and out. The Suber's more like a nighttime thing for me. So that way it takes away some of the pain. My head unclogs a little bit. I'm good to go. The sour space candy, I can do sour space candy all day long and completely continue my routine like nothing's changed. Moonrock's also one of those ones you want to do on a weekend, because Moonrock there is wrapped with several different layers. Yeah. And like I said, they've got quite a bit of selection of gummies too. Biggest downfall, again, if you have to get drug tested for work, I don't know how it is. When I was in pain management, I wasn't allowed to have THC in my system, because technically it's still not federally regulated. Cough drop, please. But it's like one of these. You take one of these, you throw it in your mouth, and you let it dissolve. You don't chew it up and swallow it, and you're good to go. No chemical in it. Definitely check it out. They do ship it through mail too, and see. And like I said, you can always call. Yeah, a lot of places are like that. I mean, I don't see the problem. It's medicinal, and it's now passed as recreational. And I don't understand what the problem is, because it's been okayed by law. I mean, okay, so you're not supposed to do it out in public. Why don't you usually follow that anyway? I mean, here you go. Hand me my one clear case. This one here, this is a weekend one. This is that rainbow shake. That's a weekend deal. It's definitely something to look into. If you got a place you go to, or if you want to check out Brady's, tell them that, Alan and Shannon sent you. They'll know right away who we are. Go check them out. Talk to them. If you want to ride up with us sometime, at some point, I got to go up again. Because now we're going to start working, as I said, we're going to start working on some of the creams, but I'm looking at the mushroom part of it now, which is going to be a little bit different, because now you're also dealing in psychedelics. But done properly, it can be done for pain, anxiety, depression, you name it. They are learning that you can do this to help with this, instead of, giving somebody for nerve pain, you're giving them gabapentin. Gabapentin was not only invented for nerve pain and skeletal pain, it was originally tested on psychiatric patients. And the problem is, people that take the drug and it builds up in your system, when you miss a dose, you actually become a stark raving mad lunatic. I mean, I was up to over 800 milligrams a day, and I missed a dose, and Shannon's like, you need to go take the pill right now, because you're a fucking just a madman. I've been off of that shit for a while, thank God. Shannon was on it, did the same thing. It upset her stomach, and you can also dry vape it too, so you don't always have to burn it. I mean, Shannon dry vapes. Yeah, she used to. My vape went up in the fire. But definitely look into it. And that's why we say also that Thursday nights are not for underage children under 18. So why I'm still here, I have no clue. Dry vape is what you do is, you see people with like the pens or the vapes. A dry vape is basically, you're getting the flower, and which is the marijuana. You take some and you put it into a chamber, and that chamber heats up, and what it does is it heats up the oil inside of the flower. Now, this wouldn't be liquid. This is actually straight out, flower or the marijuana. You can get them where the oil's infused. They have those type of pens there. Dry vape will cost you a little bit of money, but you buy a decent one, it's going to last They show you how to use it. You can turn the heat up. The higher the heat goes, the more you're going to get from the oil from the plant. I think I was burning mine up to about 360 degrees, but you get the oils get heated up. Yeah, the oil infused ones. They, as I said, they do have oil infused, but I actually prefer the dry vape. You charge it, they've got different ones. Sometimes I actually like that better than actually, smoking an actual joint. Because when you smoke a joint, sometimes that's just raw on your throat. Where with that, you're not inhaling any carcinogen. You're not technically you're not burning anything, and you can get quite a bit out of it. Break a piece off, put it in, scoop it out, clean it out, charge it up. You're good for the next time. I mean, I think I originally dropped 80 on my my dry vape, but it's definitely something to look into. And the other thing is, when you're out in public and you're doing a dry pen, a lot of people don't smell it. Oh, what is that? And maybe they catch a little whiff, but half the time, there's no smell to it. Yeah, that's me. And right now, I haven't been smoking because last time I smoked was Sunday. But right now, with the head cold and everything and the throat, my throat's been a little raw. What are you doing, Fred? Hi, pretty girl. You being a good girl? Yeah. Burp. Thanks. And you got hiccups. What am I going to do with you? Like, I just found out that they have, you can actually put filters on your joint now. And I didn't know that. I'm like, oh, it's definitely different. It's definitely strange. But it was like the papers I found. I bought a rolling tray, and I can't roll for shit. So I have actual rollers. I mean, it came with a couple filters. It came with this fucking paper. That's a normal size roller. That's a Wonder joint. As I said, the Wonder joint one came with these, which are little filters. I've never knew that before. Granted, the filter's only one time, so now I have to find a place to get more filters. But I actually like it's actually a little easier when you're smoking it with the filter. Like, my throat wasn't as rough after I was done. I didn't hack my head off either. I didn't cough. I mean, both of my boys were coughing their heads off, but again, I love them both, but they're lightweights. I don't know if Alex is still in here or not. But the product stuff has definitely come a very, very long way. Yeah, like I said, I mean, the company that makes the company on them is Raw. So, I mean, it's a pretty popular brand, because you got Easy Widers and Joker paper and this and that. But I mean, most of the papers I get is Raw because it's, it's hemp. So, I mean, technically you're you're smoking a hemp leaf, which is nothing more than marijuana infused. What are you doing? Crack dog. Come here. Come here. Come on. It's almost time to say goodnight. Come here. Come here. Frey. Betcha if I offered you a piece of chicken, you'd come over here. Bye. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Here, look. Look, it's a Freya puppy. You say no night? Don't you give me that shit. No, he's still there. Hey, John, you want to jump in real quick?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's still here.
I hide. I do a wonderful job of hiding. I thought I was going to have to ban somebody tonight, but they wised up.
Really?
Well, somebody, if I could have jumped on my computer and punched somebody tonight, I would have. But
I figured.
I warned him and he stopped. Hello, Gina. Nice to see you. Thanks for hanging out with the Grimm tonight. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with the Grimm and the wife tonight.
Yeah. I think we're going to get ready to start calling it, though, for the night.
Yeah. That's quite all right.
Made it
Yeah,
through
well-
the night.
Yeah. I thought I was going to have to jump in a lot earlier than I did, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I thought you were going to have to.
I was on standby. I haven't left my seat. But then again, I never do, so.
Yeah.
No, the Viagra talk is what scared me because I know a woman who accidentally took the Viagra, and just I've been scarred for life ever since. Because if you want to know who it was, real quick, it was my said mother.
No.
My mom
No.
took Viagra by accident one night, and it has a very weird effect on women, and I'll never forget that night. Yeah.
That's why I said Gina may not want to take the Viagra because she already said her roommate doesn't want to sit in the chair.
Yeah.
She may have a lot of that there.
Well, nah, I'm not going to do it. I won't do it.
Too late.
No, it has a reverse effect. I mean, men get the erection when it comes to Viagra. Women just get very horny. Night run,
Thanks,
things are
Ron.
hanging out. I mean, we were at my parents' campsite. I was probably 13 years old. My mom complained of a headache, so she asked my uncle if he had any Tylenol. He said, "Yeah, my pill bottle's over on the table." Well, she took it, not realizing it was a blue pill. Right? Well, later that night, all of a sudden, little Johnny's trying to sleep in his tent, and he keeps hearing his mom yell at his dad. Bob just fucked me ready and started smacking him and shit like that. That's all I'm going to say. 13 scarred for life.
Now, the question is, okay, so women can squirt. Every woman can squirt. If a woman takes... Right. Wow, I got to meet her. She's
One
gonna
night,
find- Huh?
I said, "What?" She's already messaged me saying that she's coming up to hang out with you. So I was like, "Okay."
She's got to find me on Facebook.
You can have them.
Shannon said she can have me.
Oh boy.
No, remember my rules. I am allowed to do things on the side. I have to follow the rules, but I am allowed to do things on the side.
Yep.
But just think. So if a woman... Ron said he tried to swallow Viagra, but it got stuck in his throat. He had a stiff neck for a week. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, I know those rules. She's going to come find me on Facebook. But, so, if a woman, all women can squirt, okay? Even though they say they can't, it is a bullshit lie. But if they take Viagra, do you think that shit gets further in distance?
Don't know. I'm not a female.
Yes, I do. Oh, she squirts. Johnny's like,
I just
possibly. But you know what they say? A woman that can hit 8 feet is definitely, that's like love there. John's like, nope, not touching it.
I don't know what to say. I've known you for 17 years. Time after time, you make me speechless and not know what to say. So I'm just gonna sit here and look pretty.
Well, like I said, I already broke Ron. Now I'm really making sure Johnny never talks to me again. Wow.
What do you guys want me to say? I mean, it's bad enough this man made me read How Out of Campfire for the first time live on a show. Like one of those big ones. Well, I thought you were going to bed,
like,
sir. Oh, please, Bond is the biggest proof I know. Great. Another one to influence Alan more than he already needs.
Well, like I said, with Ron, remember, he had Colorado Campfire stuck for a while. So, you know, now that I'm mentioning it again, he's going to be stuck with Colorado Campfire again.
Yeah.
So tomorrow night, there's going to be Colorado Campfire on your show.
Hey? Well, one happy family, why not? I mean, tomorrow night, that's going to be a fun conversation on things that you might actually like to be part of if we wanted to. If we don't have my friend Chris come on.
And she's saying Ron's the biggest perv that she knows. Wait until she gets to know me. I'm right up there at the top of the ladder.
I mean,
You know what? Think about it. I don't pick on you like the rest of the crew does.
No, well, in case you weren't in the show last night, you have a new boss.
I have a new boss.
You have a new boss.
Who's my new boss?
I made a bet last night on the show, and I lost. So as of Monday, I'm out. So Ron is taking over the show.
Okay. No one can be worse than Ron. Hey, Gary. No one can be worse than Ron. I've got my moments.
Yeah.
But think, I don't pick on you like the rest of the crew. I make you blush and turn red.
Yeah. That is very true. And speechless. I wouldn't say so much mortified anymore that like you used to, because I've known you for so long now, but
I won't be watching if Ron is in charge.
I lost a trivia bet last night, so I'm in it. And you put the halo next to it.
I guess that should be me too. I should have halos.
Yeah, I mean, Halloween's a couple short months away. Walk down the street with the angel outfit on, and just, so I mean, well, you and Ron can dress up as nuns for Halloween.
That is true.
We'll find out what day Halloween's on next year. Let's see. It is on a Tuesday, so we could have a Halloween costume show on the show.
Oh, that'll be on Shannon and Morgan's show.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already taking over the show next Tuesday.
Yeah, next Tuesday.
But, I mean, still got one more show this week, and like I said,
Is Amber still on? Yes, Amber is still on.
Tell her Barry Murphy.
Mary Murphy.
Mary Murphy.
And Johnny is so innocent. She said,
Do you agree with that statement? You looked at that Reddit and said, like you wanted to say something, but you,
what, do I think you're so innocent?
uh-huh.
Well, I don't know. You've had to go through some rough shit with me.
Yeah.
And you go to the store with me.
Uh-huh.
But you've at least learned
Head on the swivel.
what could be coming at any time.
Uh-huh. So the guy that you hit with the bag of chips to one.
Yes. But that's why I have to step up the game with you. That's why I've gone from like cans to glass jars with you. Because you're always... Oh, now she's going to find me on Facebook to find the dirt on Johnny.
Dirt on me. Well, here, let me. That's as low as I can go. I was gonna say, let me put myself lower so I'm not seen on camera, but too late.
Or you just close your camera out like you do.
I can do that.
Like that. Huh?
That's a half naked CJ.
Where's a half naked CJ?
She sent me her spicy Instagram.
Her spicy Instagram? I like spicy Instagram.
I can't look at
I wouldn't be a good stalker if I didn't find your dirt. Voice of reason here.
Who's the voice of reason?
Ron.
Oh dear God.
Ron's the new boss, by the way. Johnny lost a bet. So now Ron's our new boss. So then that means Johnny's got to now do nights. I'm Johnny's stalker. Well, everybody's got to have a stalker. Basement show with Mr. Tessing as of Monday.
I'm single now. And I want to, she's got to change that. Oh, CJ.
Oh, God. That's what Johnny said. I don't know if I can post a link to my Facebook on here. I don't know how to do it. That's a Johnny thing. Oh, a wife's going to do it.
He never checks it, so don't be offended.
No, I check it occasionally. Yeah, if you want, put it on Twitch.
So, what else do we have in store for tonight?
Oh, I think it's getting the time to start.
Wrapping this up.
Yeah.
All right, well, yeah.
Grimm's
Yeah.
for sale. Shannon said I'm for sale.
He comes with a psychotic dog.
I come with a psychotic dog.
Crazy dog.
Crazy dog. I just added you, Gina.
Not my dog. My dog's a good dog.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah, one more show with me before Ron takes over on Monday. So, how does that make you feel?
How does it make me feel?
Yeah.
Oh, that works.
I mean, I trust Ron to run the show without me, so.
I will. Plus, I know Shannon's got dirt, too.
Shannon probably has about that golden notebook somewhere hidden in that apartment that I haven't found.
I don't know.
Come on, we grew up in Maple Shade for crying out loud. I mean, you can write novels about that.
I didn't grow up in Maple Shade.
No, Shannon, I'm saying, well, Shannon didn't. She was more down than Maple Shade, but still. Well, I'm saying no, you guys need me. I don't know. I don't think that's true. But, I mean, but, no, tomorrow night you have Friday night movie night with me and Mr. Ron. We're doing a discussion about actors and actresses who have passed away prematurely. And then we're going to talk about what kind of roles they could have filled in later in their life if they were still around. Like one that I use as an example was Brandon Lee. Like, what could he have done if he wasn't accidentally killed on set? Like Chris Farley, people like that.
Yeah. That would be good. There's a lot. That's a pretty big list.
Yeah, well, I have a list of, I think, 10 so far. So,
Nope,
yeah,
I'm broke. She wouldn't sell me. She's just giving me away. Who you kidding? She's like, go, get out the door. Goodbye, go.
Don't pass go. Don't $200. Let's go.
Yeah.
But then Monday night you have Sports Gladiators with Ron. Tuesday night is the 1 year anniversary of the show, believe it or not. So we'll probably have a big birthday bash that night. Then after that,
party.
I'm out. I mean, then you guys can change the whole format of the show and everything.
She will pay you, Gina. Ron's saying that you'll pay her to take me.
Yeah, and I'll charge triple to take you back.
Charge triple to take me back.
Gypsy rules.
Gypsy rules.
I don't know, 90-day return policy. Damn.
No, there is no return policy.
No return policy.
There was no return policy on me. We tried taking you back.
Yeah.
I decline.
I decline.
Ron really doesn't want me to leave the show, but he's the one that took the bet and won the bet.
Snores, he farts, he burps. He's a typical man. He just doesn't masturbate. You have to do that for him.
Oh, Before,
Did you hear me?
No.
You fart, you snore, you burp. You just don't masturbate. They have to do that for you.
Well, think about it. I'm a man. Suppose this.
that's Gina on Facebook.
Yeah. Well, now she's just got to be careful what she says on Facebook.
Yeah, well, that's why we end the show now before anyone gets in trouble. But no, I appreciate everyone hanging out tonight. I hope everyone enjoyed. I fart and snore in my sleep. There you go.
Yeah, everybody does. I think everybody does that. People turn around. I don't fart. Yeah, okay.
He was trying to get rid of me.
Get rid of me and backfired. Ah.
Not necessarily. I just made a bet and I lost.
Why? What was the bet?
It was some trivia question, and I was certain of one of the answers, and I got it wrong. I was like, I told him before, I was like, I guarantee you this is the answer, and if I'm wrong, I'm gonna give up all rights to the basement show. And I was wrong, so I left the show and said, okay, I'm out.
Got it.
So.
Well, that's all right. So, just to add a little bit. So, I talked to somebody tonight.
Oh, boy.
He's supposedly coming here next week, either Wednesday or Thursday.
That's okay. Tell Johnny you got a conversation with tonight.
That's what I'm telling him right now.
LC?
Yes.
BS? The name we don't say on this show?
Yep. He's supposedly going to try and make it here next week.
I'm guessing he knows about this now?
I don't know. I mean, I put a post up earlier.
When did he reach out to you? After we put a post?
No, I actually reached out to him just to see.
Huh.
And then he called me back later on.
That should be quite interesting.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure that person has to know by now. If not, they're just plain dumb or... I don't know.
You got to know by now. You can't look at the posts and everything and not realize
Yeah, well,
there's only one person on here that goes by Reverend Grimm. Probably learned a lot about me tonight. Yes, we do know quite a few things. We do know that supposedly the chair might not be safe. I don't know what the problem is, but
my chair's safe. I mean, I'm nice and quiet down in my basement. Nobody down here but me. But no, I'm curious to know what that entails. We'll talk
yeah,
about that.
definitely.
Because if he's gonna give you shit, I want to be there. Because I will stick up for you hands down.
Yeah, I'll let you know what day it's supposed to be.
Because he was nice. Because I gave him a little bit of shit at the celebration of life, but I didn't rip him a new one. Because I could have.
Yeah.
Because after before the celebration of life, when he made that post about we want to hear from you, the viewer, we want to know what you want to talk about.
Exactly.
So you don't have shit on your show, so you're gonna take someone's ideas who has been very popular as of late. Okay.
And that's what I've always said. These shows only happen with the viewers. If it weren't for the viewers and people tuning in each night, we'd just be talking to ourselves.
Yep. Gene said, "Oh, so I could scream in the basement and no one would know." Right.
That depends. What are you going to scream?
Just gotta go back on Twitch for that comment. You noticed?
Uh-huh.
That's the fun thing about StreamYards. I can see everybody's commenting on platforms.
Yeah, I've been sitting here watching.
And
Hey,
it was
you guys.
oh, is that my cue to do it?
I think so.
Hey, you guys scream it. Well, Alan's not gonna scream it, but hey, you guys. And then you got the zipper emoji from Gina. She's not telling you.
Too late.
But-
She said it. She has to now.
Oh, Jesus Christ. She got unexcited on Facebook. But I'm gonna end this night, so you guys can all go get some sleep. Like I said, we'll be back tomorrow night for Friday night movie night.
We
Me and
have a big
Ron,
day.
and whoever else wants to jump in tomorrow night and chat, feel free. Should be a fun conversation tomorrow night. Rev Grimm should be back next Thursday night for another crazy fun Rev Grimm show. We got, like I said, sports on Monday, birthday bash on Tuesday, which is probably gonna be a crazy show. Wednesday TNT trivia, and then next Friday night will be our usual Friday night movie night. So, thank you to everyone who jumped in the chat tonight.
Thank
Andrew
you all.
on Facebook and Twitch, Gina on Facebook and Twitch, Ron, Shannon was in and out of the chat tonight. Damien, Britt, CJ, Bassy, I saw pop in.
Wow. There we go. That's a great comment.
Yep. And that's why you said it on Twitch.
That works.
Did you tell them the fun fact about Freya?
What?
Big, bad, scary dog. What is she afraid of?
Yeah. So, my dog's broken, Johnny. Before we go.
Oh boy.
Big, bad, scary Freya, right?
Okay.
She's scared to death of toilet paper.
Nice.
Like petrified.
So are you saying next time I come over, just wrap myself in toilet paper and she'll leave me alone?
Yeah, pretty much. Here you go. Did you see this one? I broke Johnny.
All right. Well, I mean,
I usually hear that a lot.
What? Someone broke you? Or that someone broke?
Huh?
I'm taking medicine really quick.
You taking medicine, going to bed?
Yep.
Yeah, we're about wrapped up.
Thanks for everyone for hanging out. Like I said, we'll be back tomorrow night, 9 o'clock for another fun show.
Everyone stay safe and healthy. Hope to see you again soon.
All right, have a good night, and see ya. Oh, wait, one more comment. Hold on. Good night, Amber. Thank you for hanging out
Night.
tonight. Adios.